So I've come into town today, the local market is on, and I've just been up to buy something for lunch. Now, when I went up to this stall, I could buy 3 bananas. We had a quoted price, and if I was a little bit cheeky, I could actually get them at a slightly better price. Now, I've just moved down the street a little. We go into the bookmaker, and going into the bookmaker and asking for a price is a complete nonsense. But not only that, they will only sell me 2 bananas for the price of 3. They're giving me appalling value for money. And unfortunately, that's what you tend to find with bookmakers. Anyhow, let's explore this a little bit more. So I've just been to the local market in town and I bought some bananas. Yay! And I thought this is a great analogy for what happens at the Grand National each year. What am I talking about? Have I gone totally mad? Well, let me ask you a really simple question to see if you've gone totally mad. And that is, if you went to a market stall and there were 2 next to each other, both selling exactly the same bananas, would you pay £1 for 2 bananas or would you pay £1 for 3 bananas? So, very simple question, would you pay £1 for 2 or £1 for 3? Now, the answer, of course, is obvious. You would pay £1 for 3 bananas. Why? Because you're getting more bananas. It's better value for money. But the funny thing is, if you go to a bookmaker, they will always give you 2 bananas instead of the 3 that are available. What am I talking about? Well, if we look at a sports event, this particular sports event involves 3 bananas. Banana A could win, banana B could win, banana C could win. So if we're betting into this particular market, if we put £1 into the market, we want to win regardless of which one of those 3 goes on to win. Now, the thing is, if you use a betting exchange, that's more or less exactly what happens. And in fact, there are clever things you can do on a betting exchange using software like BetAngel that means that you can actually create bananas out of thin air. Yeah. We won't discuss that in this video. Watch some others if you want to understand that concept. But in essence, a betting market is formed of different outcomes. And in this case, we're using 3 bananas to describe those outcomes. Using a betting exchange, you can place a bet on those and you'll more or less get 3 bananas back. However, if we go into a bookmaker, they will pay out 2 bananas. There are 3 outcomes, outcome 1, outcome 2, outcome 3, but you'll notice that the 3rd is missing. Where's that gone? That has been eaten by the bookmaker effectively. We put £1 into the market, we're expecting to get 3 bananas back, but they've only given us the option to have 2. That 3rd one's been eaten by the bookmaker. They're happy because they can stuff themselves full of bananas all day, but you won't be happy because eventually you're going to starve to death. All of your money will vanish because the bookmaker is eating that 3rd banana. So basically, when you go and place a bet at the Grand National, which would you do? Would you buy 2 bananas for £1 or 3 bananas? Of course you'd choose 3. And if you use betting exchanges, it's a much, much better way to get those 3 bananas. If you use a traditional bookmaker and you rush into the shop 5 minutes before the Grand National, they're only going to offer you 2. The funny thing is, both of these options are available, but the 3 bananas for £1 very often is in the background hidden, and the industry knows all about how to do that, but it wants you to promote this particular aspect of the market. Why? Because they get to eat more bananas. They still get to eat bananas on this side, just slightly less, maybe just part of a banana instead of a whole one. Now, the analogy is actually stronger than you'd think, and in fact it's very, very close to what you're looking at here in terms of bananas, and I can explain in another video. So watch that video if you want to understand in full depth exactly what I'm going on about. But my message here is, if you just use a little care and attention at the Grand National, you will end up getting a much better return if you don't use a traditional bookmaker. So I suggest, if you want to be eating the bananas rather than having them taken off of you, watch some of these videos, or maybe even subscribe to our channel, or visit our website and learn more about how you can create bananas out of thin air.